everybody, this is Nolan here, and welcome to a tier list. Finally, I've been really wanting to get to this, Danganronpa character tier list. I've really wanted to get into this, and finally I can, since Danganronpa is officially over. So just keep in mind that this is all just my opinion on the characters that I like, and they're very unpopular opinions, surprisingly. Some of them are popular opinions, but a lot of them, surprisingly, are pretty unpopular opinions, from what I've told people, apparently. I don't know. A lot of people seem to like certain characters that I don't, and vice versa. First off, let's start with Akane. Akane is very interesting. People don't really like her because of, the way she acts and stuff, in terms of just not really caring about anything, because that's just her personality. But I personally don't really mind her very much. She's kind of neutral to me, so for now, I'll just put her in the C tier. Angie. Okay, she is a character that I don't dislike the most, but I also really don't like her. So I'll put her in, to be a little less harsh for now, I'll put her in D tier. Alright, as for Aoi, she's definitely a neutral for me. She's just a neutral kind of person, I don't know. Alright, Byakuya. Alright, Byakuya was going to be a tough one, mostly because I really like him, but there's certain parts where I hate him, and there's certain parts where I feel really neutral about. So let's just meet in the middle, and put him in the B tier. Celestia Ludenberg, or Celeste, whatever you want to call it. She, I think that, her story arc, her arc is pretty interesting. Her character arc, I mean, sorry. So, I mean, I'm pretty neutral about her, so I'll put her there. Chiaki, right? Chiaki, yes. Hopefully I remember all these characters' names. Alright, so Chiaki Nanami, right? Okay, so she was in the second game. So she's really interesting. I like her a lot, and she's a very nice to you. She's very nice to you. It's so heartbreaking to hear that she, when she died, and it was horrible. It was really sad. If you don't want any spoilers, by the way, it's too late, but yeah, spoiler alert. Don't watch this video unless you go watch my other videos series, other Danganronpa series. Alright, so I'll put Chiaki in the, it's not like I really talk about her all that often, so I'll put her in the A tier for now. Alright, Chihiro. Chihiro's alright, except for when I figured out that he's actually a guy. I keep putting a lot of these characters in the C tier, but she's pretty neutral for me, I guess. Fuyuhiko. He's, I would say that he goes into the, I think he gets a lot better later on, so I like his character development, so that I'd probably put him in the B tier. Gundam, I really don't care about, but I also I don't hate, so I'll put him in neutral. Gonta, he goes S tier, because he is best boy. Alright, Hajime. Hajime is really cool. I'm not too keen on him in terms of, his character. He's a very simple kind of person throughout the whole thing, but then you soon learn that he's actually the, despair guy. I forget the name. So, I'm probably just gonna put him in B tier. Alright, Hifumi. Hifumi's cool. I'll put him in A tier. That's a controversial one, believe it or not. People don't really like Hifumi. Yet they like another character, which is weird because they're very similar. Himiko. The fact that she survived over Tenko, I would prefer Tenko. Himiko's personality is alright. It's you kind of can relate a little bit. So, I guess I don't really hate Himiko all that much, so I'll put her neutral. I'm putting a lot of these characters in neutral, but there's a reason for that. Hiyoko goes in D tier for me. I don't really care much about Hiyoko very much, but she's not really the one I hate the most. Ibuki, she's very annoying, but I don't really hate her the most. I'll be fair to you guys and put her in D tier. Junko, she's a good antagonist, but I just don't like her as a character, especially when she shows up every freaking game repeatedly. So I'll put her in a D tier, just to be nice. Kaede, I think Kaede is very interesting of a character. She deserves to go in A tier because, she was originally the protagonist, but they definitely juked you out on that one, because she's not. Alright, Kaito will go in S tier. His personality is spot on and just so wild and just full of himself, but I don't know, just hilarious, just amazing. Hilarious, amazing. You go through all the emotions with that guy. I felt it when he died, especially with Gonta too. Alright, Kazuichi, he's alright. I don't mind him too much. I don't think really too neutrally about him. I'd probably put him in B tier a little bit. Kibo, you will go in. I think Kibo's pretty interesting, especially for what he tries to do. but I don't think he really deserves a spot in S tier. Mostly because, oh, hope, despair, it kind of gets annoying after a while, and he kind of is like, oh, we gotta rely on hope, and he doesn't really do much throughout the entire game of V3. So in terms of that, he kind of goes, I'd say he probably goes in B, but I really like him. He's still cool. He just doesn't do much. I'll be fair and put him in B tier. Now here's one that Dylan really likes. Ethan really likes Kaito, and Dylan really likes Kurumi. Kurumi's cool. So Dylan, don't hate me, but I'm gonna put Kurumi in, well, I'm gonna put Kurumi in B tier, mostly because she doesn't really last that long. I don't know, I didn't really think much of her. I think her character arc is cool, so that's why she deserves a spot in B tier and not C tier, so that's cool. Taka, oh yeah, Kiyotaka Ishimaru. Taka's cool, except, I mean, he gets cool or interesting later on, too. I'll put Taka probably neutral. Okay, so Kokichi, he's really interesting. You either really hate this guy or you really like him. So I don't know. I think he deserves A tier at least. Okay, this one's a controversial topic here. Korekio, yes. You either really hate him or you love him, but I feel neutral about him. So I'm gonna put him halfway just because I don't really know what to feel. Okay, Kyoko, she deserves S tier. I think she's very interesting throughout the entire first game. I mean, you don't really like know what to think about her. I mean, she doesn't have much of like a character development until like later on in the game, but she eventually does. Like, she starts to really warm up to the main character. She's very quiet and keeps to herself, but yeah, I think she's very interesting. But I also, yeah, the relationship with her and Makoto is nice, but I don't ship people. That's weird. I don't do that stuff. Sorry. Leon. Okay, so he's I'd still say he's neutral for me because I don't know what to think about him. Mahiru's kind of cool, but I'd say neutral for her as well because she's a very forgetful character. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. Okay, Maki. I put Maki in A tier. Kaito goes in S tier just because, you know, his personality's great. Maki, she can get a little annoying when she keeps saying, do you want to die and all that other stuff, but she's still a good character. Her character development's good. She does also keep to herself like Kyoko, but in a different sense. Makoto, who's the better protagonist, Hajime or Makoto is the question. I'll put them both in the same category. Oh, okay, the next one. Okay, I apologize so much to people who really like this character, but I absolutely despise this character. I'm so sorry. Before I tell you who it is, I just don't really like this character's execution. I don't really like the character's personality in terms of just how they always apologize. You could probably guess who it is now. It's Mikon. So, I'm so sorry, but I'm not sorry. Screw Mikon, I hate her so freaking much. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, Miyu. People either really hate Miyu for her sexual innuendos, or they really like her. I, for one, think she's great. I think Miyu's great. So I'd say she goes in B tier. Mondo's cool. I mean, who doesn't like Mondo? I mean, he's cool, I guess. I mean, he's very violent and whatnot, but I think he's interesting. So I'd say Mondo goes in B tier. For this character, if you may get confused, you might not recognize her face, but you will recognize her name. It is mentioned many times at the end of Danganronpa 1. Mukuro Ikusaba. I'm gonna put her in neutral because I don't know what to feel about her, but I do like her better than Junko, her other half. Her sister. Yeah, Junko's a bitch. Nagito! This is not an unpopular opinion. This is a very popular opinion. Everyone loves Nagito. I'm gonna put him in S tier. I do like him better than Kokichi, and I do like him better than Byakuya. I'd say Byakuya is the weakest in terms of, like, being a rival. That's kind of what I'm rating those three at. So the thing is, with all three of those rivals in the game, I guess you could argue that there's other rivals in some of the other games, like some people do, like Angie could be one or something. Not a rival, but just an antagonist. So in terms of an antagonist, I'd say Byakuya is the weakest because he doesn't really do much to sway the story. He kind of but he does sway Trials a lot, and his personality makes the story a little interesting. Kokichi throws a lot of things off. However, it's consistent, and consistent is a good thing, but I like inconsistencies. Nagito is all over the place. He's mad at you at one second, and he goes crazy in another, and he's just inconsistent, and it's so... That's what makes a character interesting, especially an antagonist. So I'm going to put Nagito up above the two, and I'm putting Kokichi middle, and Byakuya. It's not to say that I don't hate any of those characters. I like all of them. They're all amazing, but I would say that Byakuya is probably the weakest, Nagito's the strongest. Yes, Nekomaru. Nekomaru's good. I like him. I put him in B tier. Pekoyama. I don't really have anything to say about her, so I'm just going to put her in C tier. Okay, Rantaro. Everyone loves Avocado Man, and I don't really like to call him that, but Rantaro's cool. He makes the story interesting at the beginning and towards the end, but he doesn't really do much for the middle or anything. I'm going to put him in the same spot that Kibo's in, because he's kind of really doesn't do much, same as Kibo, and he kind of doesn't really do much, same as, like, let's say, Kurumi a little bit. I'm also going to do the same with Rantaro, or no, Ryoma. I'm going to do the same with Ryoma, except actually I might put Ryoma in C tier. Sakura is cool because she tries to fight the mastermind, and actually one of the very few ones except for Nekomaru, and, well, that's not true. Never mind. Nekomaru and Akane try to fight the mastermind, I think. But I'm going to put Sakura the same level as Nekomaru. Sayaka, no opinion there. Same with Leon, because... they're just the first to die. It's a very simple case. It's whatever. I put Shuichi in S tier. He's the best protagonist out of Makoto and Hajime. And he is definitely better than Kaede because obviously he helps through the whole story. So Shuichi's the best protagonist in my opinion, and he does deserve a spot in S tier. Sonya, I think Sonya's kind of a jerk, but I'll put her in the same category as Kazuichi. Because Kazuichi liked her, he was kind of being annoying about it, but Sonya was also being a jerk, so whatever. Okay, Tenko. Tenko, I think Tenko definitely deserves to go in B tier over Himiko, just because I like her better, and her character development is a lot better than Himiko's. Himiko's doesn't really have much of a character development. If you really think about it. Let's see, Teru. He's very funny. He's hilarious. I don't know, I'm going to put him in there. C tier, because I don't really have much of an opinion on him. Toko. Okay, are we talking about Toko from Ultra Despair Girls or Toko from the first game? Because there's two different... Oh, well, there's the Toko from the blah blah. Okay. Let's just say in general. Toko in general, I don't like her in the first game at all. In any way. She's just annoying. Doesn't have much character development either. But I do like her in Ultra Despair Girls, so I'm going to put her in... I'll say B tier just to give her some of that. And same with her other half. Samugi. Okay. I shouldn't have said the name so you guys wouldn't, so I could give you a warning. It kind of pisses me off, first of all, how people like Samugi over Hifumi. And look, they are very similar in terms of their ultimates and kind of how they act because of the references that they make. But that's not really what, it's not really all that pisses me off, because other things is just like, Samugi is just there for fan service, whereas Hifumi, well, and to be the mastermind at the end, but it's mostly Samugi's. She's just Junko. She's literally just Junko. I'm putting her in F tier. Fuck her. Junko's still deserves D tier because she's more... I don't know. Junko's a good antagonist, I guess, somewhat. But Samugi's just stupid as a character. I count these two as two separate characters, okay? Samugi's her own character, alright? Frick, what's his name? I can't remember. I'll just say Fat Byakuya, the imposter, the ultimate imposter. Oh, frick. Ultimate imposter. I have no opinion on him, so I'll put him in C tier. Yasuhiro. Yasuhiro's pretty funny. I'll put him in B tier. I think he's pretty hilarious in how dumb he is. I guess we could go straight to the Mono Cubs. Fine, I'll go to the Mono Cubs. Okay, so starting with Mono Kid, the one who dies first. Mono Kid. Mono Kid is just annoying, so I'm going to probably put him in D tier. Monotaro. I like him better than Mono Kid, but I have really no opinion on him, so I'll put him neutral. I should probably just name the C this neutral. Okay, Monosuke. I like him better than Mono Kid. Yeah, I like Monosuke's alright. Monodam, I really like, but he's still a Mono Cub, so I apologize, he goes in B tier. Mono Fanny, screw her, hate her, she's annoying, goes in F tier. Okay, enough of that. Monokuma. I do like Monokuma. Who doesn't like Monokuma? I just don't like Junko. So I'll put Monokuma in... He's a good antagonist. And he is one of the best, so I'll put him in A tier. He does deserve that spot, actually, now that I think about it. Usami, in the second game. Usami. Or Monami. Monami or Usami, whatever you want to call her. She goes probably a little below Monokuma. but who she becomes is Chiaki. Who she actually is Chiaki, but yeah, I'll put her in B tier. Okay, I think we're going on to Ultra Despair Girls now. Nope, not yet. This guy who actually becomes Hajime. I'll put him in B tier just because, yeah. Haiji Toa. People say that he's a pedophile, but I don't think he is. He just tries to he says the things that he says to get stupid-ass Toko off his back. So I'm gonna put him in... He's very interesting, especially with his character development later on, but I put him in B tier. Alright, we're gonna start looking at the Warriors of Hope. Okay, so, first of all, what's his name? Masaru. Masaru? Yeah, Masaru, I think. So Masaru. He's fine. Don't really think much of him. So I'll put him in C tier. Oh yeah, Jotaro. Jotaro, the second one who loses to you. Jotaro's weird, but I'll put him in C just for neutral. Nagisa, I really like him as a character. He's cool. Kodako, where is she? She's just annoying, so I'll put her in D tier. I don't really care much for her. Monaka. Monaka's annoying, but I don't know. She's better than Junko, so I'm gonna put her up here. Kurokuma. Kurokuma's annoying. I'm putting him in D tier, but I don't, like, despise him or anything. Shirokuma. Shirokuma's, better than Kurokuma, so I'll put her up there. This is the crazy version of Kiyotaka. I'm going to put him in... I'll put Kiyotaka in C tier. Yeah, I'm also going to put him there, too. Oh, yeah, Usami, same place as Monami. Oh, yeah, Aoi's brother. I don't think anything of him. He's fine. I don't know why all these are on the list. That's fine. Chihiro's dad? C. They all go in C. Just the characters that aren't really that important. Oh, yeah, and who could forget Makoto's sister? And who can forget Makoto's sister? Makoto's sister will go in... No, B tier. I like Makoto's sister a lot. Yasuhiro's mom, C tier. Oh, C tier. And all the other ones are pretty much just up to whoever. Some of these characters I don't even know, and some are just from the anime. I'm not going to count any of those, just the ones that we've seen throughout my playthroughs. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Here is the tier list. I mean, it's kind of a rough sketch of how I feel. I mean, maybe more characters go above others. Maybe if I did this again, it might switch. But here's a rough estimate of the character, how I feel about the characters and everything. I just wanted to do this because it was fun. And I love the franchise a lot, and yeah, so, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little extra Danganronpa video. I don't know if I'll be doing any more. There might be some that come out in the future, just extra Danganronpa stuff, but until I make another game, or until, I don't know, until I can do that Kaede thing, I don't think you should expect much Danganronpa stuff anymore. I don't really know what else I can do. I was going to do some, like, theory for the game, but I don't think I can do that anymore since the ending of V3 kind of ruined that for me. Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, so, yeah, that's it. Appreciate it. If you get mad at me, I apologize. It's just my opinion. Sorry. Anyway, hope you liked the video. Comment down below, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure of Nolan's Arc. Bye!